Hi my loves, welcome back to another episode of The Rosey Life. So today I want to talk about recession proofing yourself. And I'm going to tie the whole theme of recession and the economy into manifesting and how it all ties in together. It doesn't matter if you're manifesting money or abundance, cars, a relationship, whatever it is, this video, you want to watch this video. I am going to be talking a lot about your self-concept and how it affects everything. All right, so stay with me to the end of the video. And for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for being here. My name is Rose. I am a success and confidence coach, and I love to help people get out of their way so that they can clear the path and get whatever the hell they want. So we have been taught, so many people, we've all been taught in society to get in our way, but we didn't know we were doing it on purpose. So when I work with my clients, I just listen to them, I hear what they want, and then I listen to their patterns of thinking and what they're doing and how they're in their way. And then we start weed whacking and getting rid of all of that stuff. All right, so thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are returning, I love you guys so much and I appreciate your support. And like my video, thank you so much, because that just really lights me up to see your likes and comments in there. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you can go to TheRoseyLife.com, and I have you can either work with me one-on-one for manifesting, or you can do 90-day coaching with me where we really nail in everything that you're wanting to see changes on in your life, not just manifesting, but everything. All right, so there's more information on my website about that, or you can do my self-concept makeover course, which is about 30 days, and it really dives into love and money, relationships, your health and your body, and all kinds of stuff. All right, so let's get into this. So why I wanted to start this, I'm going to start off with a word that might scare some of you, or you might be like, what the hell is she talking about? Diversification. I was watching, so a lot of you guys know I talk about business. I love learning about stocks and investing and all that thing. All right, I'm not going to bore you guys with that. That's not what this video is about. However, I did come across a few videos of Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett, for if you don't know who he is, he's one of the wealthiest men. And he's very successful at investing in businesses, in the stock market, and he is like the leading trendsetter for people to follow, to see what he's doing, to learn about him, and people study him, right? So that they know how to invest their money or what to put their money into, those kind of things. So I was watching a few of his videos, and it was amazing to me that this person who never declares himself as a manifestor or that he believes in law of attraction or anything like that, he doesn't talk about that. All right, what he does talk about is the finance market and then he was talking about in a video about recession. And he talks about also things like the top 10 mistakes that investors make or miss of investing in finances and those kind of things. So I love watching this stuff. Why? And really quick, I want to let you know that me learning about investing in the stocks and real estate and those kind of things has been part of my personal self-concept makeover. I was married before, and when I was married, I would tell my ex-husband to have him handle all the finances and him worry about a retirement or future or investing, because I didn't want anything to do with it and I just wanted to go play. Well, the reason why I did that at the time, I didn't really know what I was doing, was I didn't think I was smart enough. I didn't think that I had what it takes to learn that. I thought that was way in over my head, that it was too difficult to learn. And I just saw myself as somebody that needed somebody else to do it for me. So I played like the little bunny in the house. I'm like, everyone else do everything, and I just want to play, right? So fast forward though, part of increasing your self-concept though is actually handling your business, right? You want to take care of your business. And this is, especially this, and maybe for men too out there, this message could be for you too. But for all the ladies out there, I want you guys to learn how to handle your money and how to be like the boss of your finances and know what the hell is happening inside and out with your investments, with how you manage money, and to really take charge of it, because that is increasing your own personal value as a person. It is increasing your worth as a person because you're not intimidated by anything or anyone, and you are owning it, you're learning it, and you know what's happening. Doesn't mean that you have to do it forever, no, but you want to take care of all areas of your life, not just this area or this area and let someone else do it, right? Increasing your self-concept is looking at all the areas of your life and actually being open and vulnerable. What I have learned with a lot of clients is a lot of people don't want to look at their money or their finances or their debt income ratio and all of those things. They're afraid to look at it. And the irony is that when I do have people, when I work with you one-on-one, and this is something that comes up, I understand when I see the way that people feel about relationship with their money or their relationship with money actually comes across in a lot of people's personal relationships as well with people. A lot of similarities come up, a lot of insecurities, fears, needing, all of those different kind of weird relationship dynamics actually happen to surface. So through looking at money, I'm actually able to really get clear with this person, a lot of people, and how they are struggling with their personal relationships. So that is why I personally like looking at money, because I don't like leaving any rock unturned in my life that I don't feel like I'm in control of or I don't have power over. And it's not to make you like, I don't need anybody kind of thing. It's like, no, it's like if you want to be in a relationship, let's say you want to be in charge, you want to be a contributor, you want to be a partner to your partner so that they don't feel alone and they feel like they have to do it all by themselves, because that's not fair, right? You're in a relationship. You at least want to be able to know how to handle your business, okay? So that set aside, going back to the Warren Buffett video, right? One of the things that he says in there is, in fact, one of the things he says is that he has noticed, he has met, I'm sure, thousands and thousands of people in investment. He said a lot of people are misinformed that you have to have a high IQ or be really smart in order to get into the stock market or invest in a business or real estate, whatever kind of investment you want to do, that you have to have a high IQ. He said that is not true. He said he's met a lot of people that have really genius IQs, but have made some of the dumbest moves, and they themselves don't even know why they made those moves. He said, so don't ever be afraid of getting into the investment market. No matter where you are financially, you can start literally with nothing. In fact, I just got off a call with my newer client, and he is a day trader, and he said that when he got into day trading, he thought you had to have a lot of money to get into it. And when he learned that you don't have to have money to start day trading, he was all, oh hell yeah, game on, and he started rocking and rolling in day trading as well. So myths, debunk them. There are no rules. You can do anything, all right? However, the other thing I wanted to bring up, these videos that I have been watching with Warren Buffett, is he says that during this time of recession, people start freaking out and they start squirreling away their money. They start freaking out. They think that they have to hit the gas harder and go make more money, try harder. They start squeaming away from investing, and they start doing something called diversification. He said, and I'm going to quote you what he says, right? He says, diversification is protection against ignorance. It's what people do who don't know how to analyze businesses. In other words, he's saying they put their eggs all in all these different baskets, that they diversify the money, they spread their money out in different businesses, different stocks, because he said when he sees that, he says that is a sign of ignorance, that that person doesn't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're investing in. All right. So instead, what he's saying is you want to analyze and learn the business and what you're investing in, and then select those few or handful or less of investments and really study them and keep your eyes on them and stay focused on those investments and watch them grow, because then you'll get to learn their behaviors, the patterns of that business, of that industry, and you'll know when to throw more money in, you'll know when to back up, and when to sit, you'll know when to do those because you've learned that investment really well. How does this tie in to manifesting? It ties in brilliantly. It kind of goes back to the other analogy that I gave. If you're standing in a line at the grocery store, and let's say there's 5 lines, and that line that you chose initially to stand in is your desired outcome, all right? Then you start looking at the other lines that people are getting served, or they're being able to go through the line faster, and you think, I need to go to that line because maybe my line doesn't work, right? So your desired outcome is to get to the checker to pay out your groceries, and you standing in line, let's say that's your technique. All right, you see other people using different lines and different techniques, and they're getting to pay their groceries out faster. So you start line hopping, right? This is diversification too. You start line hopping because you're afraid that what you're doing and where you are isn't gonna pan out. Also, you might start changing what you want. You might start changing your outcome. You're like, well, it doesn't seem possible that I can have this, so maybe I can just select something else that seems more doable, right? Or maybe this technique doesn't work, so I'm going to switch lines and go do another technique, and maybe that one go faster. Then you start noticing that that technique doesn't work for you, and then jump another line and you're like, that one doesn't work. You're like, okay, well, let me go back to the original line because I was told just to stick to my guns and to stick and persist in this. But then you start feeling squeamish again. All right, this is also goes back to what he's saying. Diversifying yourself, spreading yourself out, jumping around is a sign of ignorance, of not knowing what you're investing in. He said, right? What does that mean for manifestation? That you don't know yourself. You haven't figured out what is it your patterns are. What are you doing? What do you do when you freak out? What do you do when you start doubting? Why are you doubting? What are you telling yourself? So Warren Buffett himself, the man himself on investment, he said, the number one place that you always want to invest in, especially when things are tough, like if you see the recession coming, he said, you do not skimp back on investing in yourself. And the contrary, he says, you want to learn yourself. You want to get to know yourself. You want to improve yourself. You want to level yourself up by any means possible. Why? Because this is what you will get a guaranteed return on. If you are freaking out during, let's say you want to start a business, or you want to start making money, or you want whatever it is that you are manifesting, okay? If you feel like giving up, you want to get to know yourself as to, why am I doing this? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking this way? This is the old pattern of me thinking, right? And you know how to redirect yourself and get back on track. That is why you want to invest in yourself. You don't allow the recession to pull you down. You don't allow circumstances to pull you down. You don't allow what you see and what you hear or what you feel bring you down. You know that even though you feel let down, even though you feel doubt, even though you feel scared, that despite those things, you still are getting what you want, because you become like that dog with a bone of insistence that I'm going to get what I want. But if you're trying to insist with a dog with a bone by jumping lanes and changing your techniques and changing what you want, you're no longer focused. So you want to stay in your lane, stay in that lane, stay what you focus on, stick with the desire that you want, unless you truly don't want it and you want to change, that's fine, right? But know that your focus is the most important thing. Knowing yourself, your self-concept of yourself includes figuring out your patterns, your thought patterns, how you're feeling, right? Figuring out how to master your emotions, becoming an observer of your thoughts, your behaviors, of your feelings, all of it. You want to really invest in yourself. And when you have people that are highly successful, like Warren Buffett, even telling you, he says, after everything that I'm telling you not to do and to do as an invest in, and what you should be looking out for and what you should be doing during a recession, he says the number one thing that you want to invest in is in yourself, and you never stop doing that. So my question to you, my challenge to you is, what are you doing to invest in yourself? What are you doing differently? Or are you just watching videos, watching content? What are you doing to put the focus back on you? If the focus is on out there, no, you don't want to do that. You want to invest in yourself, right? The last client that I just had, I just told him the same thing, right? Whatever it is that you're focused on, you get to decide. You want to focus on, things not working out, or that you feel like it's not going to help you, or do you want to focus on the story, then you focus that everything does work out for you, and that you do get what you want, and things are working for you. So it feels a little bit of a struggle at first, because you're fighting with that old story that you've been wearing it like a backpack for so long, and to finally start releasing it, you feel the relief of, that's not me anymore. I do get what I want. Things are working out for me. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to stay in this freaking line until that person rings me up and boom, here's my desire. All right. So don't ever stop investing in yourself, because it is the only guarantee that you have that will give you return. You will be able to weather the storms. You will be able to get through anything, and you will feel solid. Even though you feel like you're off, you'll still feel like a solid oak tree. All right, my loves, I hope that this video is helpful. In fact, I know it is helpful, and I know that you guys are going to feel more motivated to put more focus on your self-concept, to really see yourself as that man or that woman that has it all. And then you can change the way that you look at everything, and you can change the way that you're seeing everything. And this, by the way, includes your self-concept, includes how you see others are seeing you, and how you see money that sees you. And like with this client I talked about, the day trader, I also work with him. It's like, what are your beliefs about day trading? What do you believe that what is your role in this day trading? Like, how do you see yourself as a trader, right? And what do you believe is in charge here? Do you believe the charts in the market are in charge? Do you believe that the statistics and what other people are telling you and teaching you, that's concrete, that you have to figure out how to move it around and manipulate it? I said, no. You are you are the charts, you are the stock market, you are the one in charge, you are the one deciding, right? So that's the self-concept. It's just not about you, but also about what it is that you desire. You want to spin it around and make that thing work for you. You don't work for things, you don't work for people, you don't work for money, everything and everyone works for you. But when you come from that concept of yourself, that you are powerful and that you can have everything you want, and that you invest in yourself, is the best thing, because it makes you stronger, it makes you clearer, it makes you more focused, and you feel that power that nothing will bring you down. All right? So if you're interested again in working with me, you can go to RoseyLife.com, and I look forward to seeing you soon. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.